What's up, my sweethearts? What it do? It's your girl Jennifer and my realest, my sweethearts. My sweethearts, get your lights all the way up. Let's run this thing just like cardio. I hope y'all like this all the way up, my sweethearts. Your girl about to run this thing just like cardio. Like I said, I had to run and shut my door real fast, my sweethearts. Let's get it. My sweethearts, y'all won't believe this. I always gotta put the camera down, my sweethearts, because you know your girl go in. Just like cardio. Just like it. And y'all already know cardio is hard work. So I go in. Alright, my sweethearts, investigation went on, right? 26 kids was found in a basement. Yeah, y'all heard me. 26 kids found in a basement, my sweethearts, behind false wall at Colorado Springs Daycare. So if any of my sweethearts familiar with that, get your lights up and let your girl know. All right, my sweethearts, let your girl know. Wait a minute, give me 1 second. Like I said, my sweethearts, Colorado Springs. What it do, my sweethearts? Staying all the way up. Colorado for parents, right, my sweethearts? It's the stuff of nightmares. Imagine your toddler spending the day in a cramped basement, hidden behind a false wall with 25 other toddlers and only 2 adults. Are y'all serious? That's what happened. That's what's. Wait a minute, my sweethearts. Wait a minute. That's what parents in Colorado Springs, Colorado, are trying to process right now. So the same way I'm out of my dome and being extra, it's the same way them parents in Colorado Springs is trying to process and get extra like your girl Jennifer the realist. All right. Parents had little to no notice, my sweethearts, to pick up their children from now closed Counterpoint School on Willamette Avenue. So if anybody familiar with Willamette Avenue in Colorado, hit your girl Jennifer the realist up. All right, let's get it. They told me it was a licensing issue that I needed to pick up my daughter, said Mom Sherry Musgrave. Okay, that's her name, Musgrave. The closure came after a disturbing discovery at an at-home daycare nearby owned by the same woman, Carla Faith. According to police, my sweethearts, they received a tip about Play Mountain Place in home daycare having too many kids. Like this up. This don't make no sense. And they will do that for the money. Yes, they will hoard all them children and when they can't take care of them for the money. When they were there, the daycare was empty. Officers say when they confronted the owner, who lives on the same property, she would not cooperate. But they heard the sound of children inside. When officers looked around, my sweethearts, they say they found a false wall and 26 kids in the basement. Only 2 adults were down there with them. That's well above the ratio put forth by state regulations. Do you hear this? I'm really hoping that nothing more nefarious has been going on and that, in fact, it is an overcrowding issue, which is bad enough as it is, said Mom Sherry McWilliam. I'm going to say this now, my sweethearts. That's why charges come about. That's why people go to jail. That's why this could be the last, say if the one of these was your kids. That's why this could be the last day on earth being free. Because if you would have came to anybody daycare and you'd have found out your child with 25 other kids was in a basement behind a false wall, you'd have zapped. Lights is all the way up because you'd have zapped. I know my moms that care would have zapped. Let's get it. My sweethearts. The Colorado Department of Human Services has an online tool for parents to look into child care facilities. They've now removed all records online for both of the locations owned by Faith. But before they did, KKTV, my sweethearts, found several complaints against the Counterpoint School, excuse me, over the last few years. Those complaints include lack of supervision and issues with staff to child ratio. Carla seems like such a nice person, my sweethearts, and she's been so accommodating. Perhaps she has a hard time saying no. I'm just going to have to chalk it up to that, says McWilliam. Carla was not arrested, but police say they're looking to pursue appropriate charges. So you telling me a woman, see, this is some sick stuff, and I'm ready to go in. There was a daycare worker, right, my sweethearts? Roll with your girl. She got kids on top of kids doing daycare. You telling me they can have 26 kids in a basement behind a wall and they looking for proper charges because she's a nice lady? Do you know some of the rapists, some of the people that the predators that lure children are nice? That's how they get your kid. If I haven't heard this to be the sickest thing I have ever heard, if you are over, if it's too many kids, you telling me you go down your basement, bust a wall through, and hide 26 children behind a basement wall, and y'all trying to find appropriate charges? Start with Jennifer Amaryllis. I could give y'all some. Neglect, which I heard y'all said. Whipping her down. How about I run down charges I would get? Jail time, abuse, first degree, second degree assault, third degree assault with a deadly weapon, almost murder. Yeah. That's my that'd have been my records. That'd have been my charges. If I was one of them 26 kids' parents. I wish a parent would look at me in my face. No, Jennifer Amaryllis. Oh my goodness. Miss Faith, such a nice woman. I would kick down that door, kick down the wall, drag Faith up out of that wall. And I wouldn't dare be talking about she's such a nice daycare. What? My sweetheart, because it was Carla Faith and 2 daycare employees, right? Were all arrested and booked into jail on child abuse charges related to what happened, right? Which as they should have. Like I said, I never heard nothing like this. Never. They uncovered years of state inspection records, documenting violation after violation. See, that's why I don't understand why nobody didn't do nothing before this. And it's becoming a criminal case, which it should. My sweethearts. And look at this. Let me finish reading, my sweethearts, before your girl Doug walk this. For the first time, the Colorado Department of Human Services is sitting down with the News 5 investigates to break down their role in the case and explain why they didn't intervene sooner, despite multiple documented violations in the past. And I just said that. To date, there are still many unanswered questions into how long Faith had been hiding more than 24 kids from state licensing workers. And that's what I'm saying. Like when they was looking for them, where she say they was at? God. My sweethearts. In all the years I've been in the department, we've never seen anything like this, and nor have my licensing specialists. And that's what I'm saying. It is crazy and it's unnormal. Y'all want, and you know what? They want to say a lot of people sick when they find these kids dead and stuff. This one sick chick, they need to say she's sick. They need to get her. And she 58. Faith, 58, along with child care worker Christina Swager, 35, are both charged with attempting to influence a public, excuse me, my sweetheart, servant, a felony and misdemeanor, child abuse. Caitlin Nelson, 31, a third child care worker, was also arrested and charged with misdemeanor child abuse and felony drug possession. All three were booked into the El Paso County Jail and have since bonded out. I bet. A fourth employee, my sweethearts, identifies as Valerie, was cited and released on misdemeanor child abuse as well, since she was not arrested and booked into jail on this charge. Mugshots not available for her. This don't make no sense. Women. And it's closed. So if anybody know about Play Mountain Place, Counterpoint School, it's closed. It say are now closed. Make no sense. I'm going to tell y'all how my sweethearts would look forward to. Let me tell you what the licensed daycare did. The licensed daycare provider, she the one that called the police. She the one started to act like it was complaints and stuff. She tried to act like she started to connect information about different properties and about complaints that seemed unrelated to her child care facility. So she tried to play the 411, reverse psychology. Make no sense. By Miss Faith being so tough, the Faith monster lady, Faith, she refused to cooperate with police, and they eventually were able to gain access, my sweethearts, inside their place and found the children hidden behind the false wall in the basement. Unbelievable. So the CDH say the last thing they want to do is shut down a child care facility for findings of violations. Okay? Muheni, that's a crazy name. Muheni say, what we want to do is make sure that those findings are not such egregious, my sweethearts, I hope I'm saying the word right, violations that led to health and safety issues down the road. We want to be able to tell them a child care provider where we think there is risk to children and help them. First of all, look, Bop that, she want to help them. I'm going to tell you right this. Yeah. This CDH lady want to help, but I'm going to tell you right now, basically what I'm saying is, shouldn't nobody open up no false wall, put no 26 kids behind it when they need help from any government, any CDH, any DDH, DDA, your mama, your granny, I don't care. Let me tell you something. Any child care provider out here, y'all need to be trying to get help before you do something like bust a wall open, falsely have a false wall and shove 26 babies down somebody's basement. That's a violation. That's a death. That's a death trip. That's everything. If that's the case, the parents themselves could have put their own child in their own basement and left them in there while they go to work. So, no. And there's nothing minor about a fake wall with 26 children behind it. God knows what them kids look like they undone to them. God knows how much food they had, hungry, what neglect they was doing to them, or what was happening to them babies behind the fake wall in the basement. And what the cops say, he could hurt the children. What did you hear them doing? What? Crying, screaming, or learning? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. I'm so disgusted. My sweethearts, this is so sad. It go all the way back to 2017. The employees, now that they going into this investigation, the employees, right, that worked there since 2017, they did not get background checks, right? They didn't get no background checks. They didn't even know if some of the employees were sex offenders. They had criminal records. Anybody was working here, my sweethearts. Anybody. I mean, it was crazy. They didn't even know if it was people they that's not allowed to have contact with children. You hear me? It is ridiculous. Callie, get your lights all the way up. Keep a lookout for this also. News 5 investigates must be uncovered. Faith had been accused of running another home child care center and hiding more children from state inspectors in Cali. What it do, Cali? Oh my goodness. Her facility was not licensed to care for the number of children she had reportedly had. This is a psycho, sick, disturbed 58-year-old woman. Do you see this? That's why I trust Nanya. Ananya. These people sick. She got it in Cali now, running a fake license. Uh-uh-uh. She was not criminally charged in that case. They didn't get it yet. This lady got facilities illegally everywhere because she know moms desperately need babysitters. Uh. The whole time, my sweethearts, this lady copped a new license in Colorado. So she just going to state, you know what I'm saying? Because one state, her license could be provoked. She'll keep that daycare running illegally. Go to another city, or another state, illegally do it there. It is wrong. This don't make no sense, my sweethearts. So all my sweethearts that go to daycares, okay? They say FBI's and police do not check. They can't dictate. They can't catch it. They don't have time to pull records from state to states for child abuse and things like that. So you won't hear about that facility having them type of charges, my sweethearts, okay? So the social workers is basically says it's up to parents to ask their child care provider questions and look for red flags. So it's up to y'all parents to check this out, to dig deep into these child care provided places. Do y'all hear me, my sweethearts? It's so important that parents contact us, even if they have an inkling that something isn't right. And you ain't lying, because I'm telling you, I'm a flip. I'm going up into a facility and everything better be perfect. Winnie said, our job is to investigate those and find out what's really going on. We really do rely on parents to be the eyes and ears every single day. And I'm telling you, my sweethearts, if y'all have y'all kids go to any of these daycare providers, you feel any type of anything, don't brush it off your shoulders. Investigate it. To all my sweethearts, before your girl is out of here, y'all have to check these facilities, these homes your kids is at, because let me tell you something. These are questions people ask. How often are child care facilities are visited? They are visited and they come unannounced. The visits happens at least once a year. You hear me, my sweethearts? But at that time, your kid could be dead. It just don't make no sense. Y'all don't know if the people that's working in, excuse me, the child care facilities had background checks. You don't know if the child care provider care about that, my sweethearts. Y'all need to, don't just drop them babies off and keep it moving, and pick your kid up and keep it moving. Act like you're there with your child all day long. FaceTime them. Check it out. During lunchtime, if you can, visit that child care facility. Don't act like you getting on their nerves. How you getting on a child care facility nerve when your kid is in there? Come on. Ain't our kids bad? Ain't our kids like, little kids is loud and stuff? So if our kids not getting on their nerves, how are we getting on their nerves? We are them children parents. 24/7, my sweethearts. Check in all the time. Be there. Care. Watch them. You're your girl, Jennifer. I'm the realest. Ain't nobody playing with them. 26 babies behind a wall. Who knows what them 26 babies, what they was doing? Was they eating? Was they crying? Was they abused, getting sexual abuse? What was going on behind a wall? And then you lied to authorities. You don't want to let the police in. So yes, you was hiding something. And you was not just hiding. Oh, it was not enough space. So we did want to watch all these children. So what we did was open up a wall for the 26 kids to come, to be in here. Nah, Doug, I ain't hearing that. Y'all greedy for money. Who knows what y'all did to them babies? 26 babies behind a wall. Man, miss me with that. Miss me with that. I'm telling you, I want, all of them wouldn't have been locked up. I'm telling you. They would have been getting them from the ICU. That's where they would be getting them from. They'd have been picking all the workers up from the ICU, especially the workers that was there that day. If I had to pick up my child and I caught a wall, oh my goodness, or if a cop contacted me as a parent, like come pick your child up. You know what I'm saying? Come pick your child up because your child was behind a wall. Oh my goodness, my sweethearts. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't think I would care. I mean, like I said, what would you live for? What would you die for? What would you go to jail for? You hear what I'm saying? And when you have children, these are things to think about. Definitely, especially when somebody else is helping you with your child, like a daycare provider. My sweethearts, it's your girl, Jennifer, I'm the realist. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified. Comment in my comment section, my sweethearts. Chime in with your girl. Because what? We ain't got no excuses for these babies over here. No excuses. Especially my sweethearts, they got to send them babies to daycare. What it do, my sweethearts? Chime in with your girl, Jennifer, I'm the realist. Like always, I love y'all. Stay up, stay blessed, stay real, stay aware, stay vigilant, my sweethearts. And it's your girl, Jennifer, I'm the realist, and I'm out.